At the next roundabout, turn left, first exit please.
So none of them are signalling, so...
Well done, Anne.
But then I always think, imagine if one of them if one of them was to turn in that situation and they weren't signalling and I've gone, obviously that wouldn't be my fault, but would you get a fault for that? Because it is like a dangerous situation. Or would they be like, well, that was completely their fault, and because they would have given you a minor there if you'd have waited.
Another question that popped up in your mind was about the roundabout in case somebody is doing a last minute turn.
Yeah, because I knew I should go, but I'm just thinking, if that was to happen, I'm going and I'm correct to go given the situation, but then, say one of them was to go, would it be a fault is basically what I was thinking.
Just don't look at the examiner's point of view, look at the overall safety.
Yeah.
You approach the roundabout and the roundabout is there to keep the flow of the traffic. As you're approaching the roundabout, what are you looking for?
If anyone's going to be crossing my path.
Very good. From the right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What did you notice? What did you set to yourself over there? Nobody's indicating.
Yeah, so nobody was gonna
meant
cross.
to turn.
Yeah.
Okay, now if they are leaving their indicator to the very last minute and you've entered the roundabout, then who is responsible for that?
They are.
Yeah. So as a driver, you are alert.
Yeah.
Okay. However, if they are not signaling, or if they're leaving their signal to the very last minute, how are you responsible for this?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then they'd probably realise that they hadn't signalled and
that's
that
why
I'd
you've made a
started
decision.
going. Yeah, and then they'd just go after me, I guess.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, are you doing slow approach at the roundabout?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. So you are doing slow approach. You're trying to work it out if it's safe or not safe. And in your decision making, it was safe.
Yeah.
So you did the judgment and you're like, yes, it's safe for me to enter the junction. And you did enter the junction. But it's a good question. You got to be alert. There might be 1 out of 100 people who do that and decide to just do such a thing and put you off completely.
Yeah.
But insurance point of view, if you think about it, they are the one who is responsible for doing that. Yeah? As a driver, you need to be alert. Plus their positioning of the road. Where were the positioning? More in the center, more towards the curb, more towards the line.
I can't think. Were they more towards the curb?
If I go back and think about it, they were more in the center of their own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But definitely indicator is important if any of them wanted to turn right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, that's
very
clear.
good. Any questions?
No.
Okay, move off whenever you are ready.